to companies that invest right here in the United States of America. We are going to have trade agreements that make sense, not just for Wall Street, but for Main Street, which means labor standards that are enforced and environmental standards that are enforced that don't undermine U.S. labor, and safety standards that are enforced so we don't have our children chewing on toys with lead-based paint on them, or drugs that might make us sick instead of make us well. You know, I'm in a little discussion with Senator Clinton about NAFTA right now. I've always opposed NAFTA because it didn't have those agreements that were enforceable. Senator Clinton has gotten mad at me because I said she supported NAFTA. She said, well, that's misleading. And I had to say, well, hold on a second. The Clinton administration championed NAFTA, passed NAFTA, signed NAFTA. She's saying that part of the experience that makes her the best qualified to be president is all the work that she was doing in the Clinton administration. You can't take credit for everything that's good in the Clinton administration and then suddenly say you don't want to take credit for what folks don't like about the Clinton administration. What she, this morning apparently, she said, well, you know, it's just a, you know, it's an illusion. It's a delusion to think that somehow you're just going to wish all the special interest power in Washington away. That you're just going to somehow wish it away, that they're just going to go away because you hope it happens. Well, she's right about that, but it doesn't help if you take $1 million or $2 million or $3 million or $5 million from lobbyists for the special interest. They definitely won't go away then. Anyway, we can change our trade agreements to reflect the interests of all people. We can invest in infrastructure in this country. We are spending $12 billion a month in Iraq. A month in Iraq. We could spend some of that money and invest right here in Toledo, right here in Ohio, right here in America, rebuilding roads, rebuilding bridges, laying broadband lines, putting people back to work. We can change our tax code so we roll back the Bush tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans and give those tax breaks to people who deserve them. People making $75,000 a year or less. Offset their payroll tax, $500 per person, $1,000 per family. Senior citizens, if you're making less than $50,000, you shouldn't have to pay income tax on your Social Security. You're already feeling the strain and the stress. I want to give a mortgage deduction to people who are living in their homes but don't have an itemized deduction like people who live in big fancy homes do, so that you can lower your costs a little bit. We want to put a $10 billion foreclosure prevention fund for people who are at risk of losing their homes. And I don't want to just raise the minimum wage every 10 years. I want to raise the minimum wage to keep pace with inflation